All right, it's the man that everyone's talking about on TikTok, on social media. It's not John Cena, but it's the next best thing. It's Brendan Cobbina. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well, very well. Firstly, I mean, life is looking a bit mad right now. I mean, obviously we have got in contact because I saw you on my TikTok feed bare times, and I thought like it was uncanny. I was watching Love Island, and then you popped up on my TikTok feed,
Yeah.
and I was like, maybe John Cena has been black all along. But tell us what's life like just now? I mean, it must be great for your promotional
I
side of
mean,
things.
yeah, like it's all great and what's not. I mean, this is something that my friends have been telling me for what since I was 13, since 2008. You know, they're always like, "You're the Black John Cena," blah blah blah. But you think that's just like what friends were saying in secondary school and what's not. And then I went to this thing called the Challenge when I was 16, and that's like meeting a whole new group of people. And then everyone over there was saying it. I was like, okay, if they're saying it, my school friends are saying it, maybe there might be a bit of a resemblance. And now the entire universe is saying it. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like, the world is saying it now. So it's like, okay, yeah, fine. But I mean, it's been good. It's been really funny. Obviously, it's nice that I'm now seen as a public figure and what's not. That does well for my business and everything. Gives me more exposure. Websites, been getting a lot of people going onto it and what's not. And I mean, yeah, I mean, business hasn't gone like all the way up over there, but it's gotten a lot of traction and what's not. Just people have become more aware of it. Obviously, I haven't made a lot of sales from it, but in general, people are more aware of what a megamoss is. So it's obviously helped me get out there. And now that I'm a public figure as well, that really helps me a lot more now. Um, People actually know who I am now. So that's obviously really, really, really good for me.
And we are going to speak about your business, of course. But it was a particular photo that popped off. I'm looking at it, and I'm sure Joe's going to put it in the edit. But you've got this big bulging bicep, and you've got this kind of cheeky smile. And was that the photo that who decided to put that? Like, did someone just say, "Oh, post this photo up and let's see what it does"? Because somebody might pick up on it. How did it all happen?
I mean, so the photo that went viral, literally, it's a day out in Brighton. I've got, like my closest friends out on the day out, celebrating my friend's birthday. And I wear like baggy clothes these days because
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point of the size where I'm like, okay, I had to wear baggy clothes. I don't really want to wear like slim fit clothes. But I was wearing like one of the shirts that just happened to like fit me well around my arm or what's not, right? So it's just a nice selfie, and I'm just like, oh, I look good in the selfie. But the thing is, I lean forwards. So I lean forward, right? So there's a bit of a flex as well on the
Yeah.
tricep. I've like put my hand there, but I'm not purposely flexing. It's just there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I was like, oh, do you know, I look really good in this photo. But I know online, I don't want people to be like, oh, who are those friends and what's not. So I just cropped them out and put myself there only. And then when everywhere. That was literally the whole process. It was like, yeah, you could argue it's a bit of a vain moment. I don't really care because I think I look great in it.
Well, you do
But
it, and you've been able to capitalize off it. And you're talking about
yeah,
like
exactly.
you're verified on Insta, and you're
Yeah,
public figure now. So like, just I suppose it just goes to show that even something from in your past,
yeah,
you can utilize it to make it help you make moves forward.
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, it's done so much for me. This still feels surreal.
Yeah,
It feels something that's crazy. Like I was, what was it? I think it was what 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, struggling to get like 1,000 followers on Instagram and what's not. And I was like, I was trying to reach that milestone for like years because I remember in 2018, I said I will make sure by the end of 2018 I get to 1,000 followers, just because that way people can take my account more seriously and people can know me more. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get into 10K. And that's crazy. And it's just really great. Like I'm having a great time, really enjoying myself. So yeah.
And we will speak about more John Cena, of course, but let's
Yeah, of
talk
course.
about Omega Muscles. Like,
Hmm.
let's talk about the brand. So you obviously offer some sort of personal training. Is this what it is, or is it a lifestyle? What is it
So
exactly?
it's essentially, um, yeah. So it's literally personal training, online personal training. So I give people training plans on the basic plan, or they want the premium plan. They get training and diet plans, and they are able to actually do a video call with me, just to check up. So I can check up with them here and there, once a week. It's gone well, gone pretty well. It's increased a lot and it's improved a lot throughout the year, because now next month will be a year now,
Oh wow,
and
okay, okay.
it's been great. It's been great so far. I can only believe it will get better and better. You know, we're going to be releasing shirts soon, just for 15 shirts, and then we'll release some premium edition shirts, which will be pretty funny ones about talking about like if they can see this guy on the shirt and what's not. That's what I'm thinking. Also, it's like, that'll be pretty funny, and yeah, so it's something that I'm really, really enjoying. I'm capitalizing on it, and I want to do the best I can in this situation.
Absolutely. When the fire's hot, you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
And
precisely.
Mr. John Cena, of course, he posted
Hmm.
you up as well. So
Hmm.
that, I mean, this is a Hollywood superstar. You know,
Yeah.
he's huge. I mean,
Hmm.
that must your family, your friends, everyone must have just been like going wild. Have you been on, like, you obviously you're a guy that trains, but have you been on any nights out? Has anyone spotted you in the street recently?
And not in so I'm currently not in them. I in the gym they have in the gym they
Yeah.
have they're like, oh my god, you're famous, aren't you? Now I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, God, my language, but damn, I'm really famous like that. Oh gosh, that's crazy, and it's going to a point where like some people they recognize or they don't, or some people they look at me and say that's that guy that's like John Cena. Is that him? And they miss the chance. And I love
Right.
that actually. I love that
So
actually.
you can see them eyeing you up and they want to make an approach, but they're trying to gauge if it's actually you.
Yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
see that, and I'm just like, yeah, you can't see me, can you, mate?
no, no, no.
You
And
really can't.
I wanted to speak about your name. What's your background, if you don't mind me asking your
That's fine.
surname?
So I think so. I come from an African background, Ghanaian background actually. A lot of people are confused about where my surname comes from, because they think it's Italian, they think it's Spanish. If you're Ghanaian, you know that's a Ghanaian surname. But it's a pretty easy surname to say, like very simple to say.
Yeah.
I came like my mother and father came from Ghana to this country. What, like, at the very end of the 80s. So they've made a living for themselves here, and my family's pretty international. I've got family from pretty much all over the globe. I'm talking about America, Holland, Germany,
A
Ghana, of
wild mix.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
and it
mix.
goes around and around and around. So yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I even did a DNA test on what, February, and I was just like, wow, okay, cool, that's crazy.
Oh,
Literally.
let me ask you. So the DNA
Mm.
test, how long did it take for it to come back?
Uh, I believe 6 to 8 weeks.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Six
So
to
now
eight weeks.
you've got a bit of a understanding about your
About my
heritage
heritage.
and how
Yeah,
far you stretch back.
yeah, precisely.
Let's talk Sunday, of course. Your man John Cena is going to be in action against
Yeah,
Roman Reigns,
yeah.
SummerSlam. You're going to be
Mhm.
staying up for it. I know you've probably got a tight schedule, but you're going to be supporting your man.
Do you know what? Yeah, no, I have time, because on the Monday, the next day, I'm not actually going to be doing much other than working out, really, and training the client here and there.
Yeah.
So I have time. The schedule that I have now allows me to work late, because now a lot of my fan base is actually within America.
Okay. Right. Okay. So
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 that
sorry to interrupt. You said fan base there. So have you got, like, let's talk about because the wrestling population, the fans are going wild. Have you had a lot of people reaching out to you, like, from the wrestling
Mhm.
worlds, like just fans, hardcore fans?
Yeah, no, genuine like wrestling fans or just people in general who are really excited about me. They really want to see me get more famous. I see like I get like hundreds of DMs a day now, and they're just people just saying how much they appreciate me. They really like who I am. Some people say they came for the meme, but they stayed for the content. They really like who I am because a lot of them, from what I'm seeing, they really want to get to know who Brendan Cobbina is.
Yeah.
They want to know who he is, like who is the man behind the meat. And now they're getting to understand the man. They're like, yeah, I'm here to stay. I like this guy. He seems cool. Like, you have a big future. Maybe you'll be seeing him in movies or adverts or whatever here and there. And obviously that would be great, because I'm always open to any opportunity. It's always something that I wanted to do anyway, to be out, not necessarily in Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood would be great, but to be out there, to be doing this, to be doing that, to be exploring the world, using the world as my oyster. That's something I've always wanted to do.
Has the last week or so given you a bit of a fast track in learning how to brand yourself now?
Yeah,
Because once
yeah,
you've got something like this, you need to roll with it, and then you're
yeah,
hitting 10K next week. You could be hitting 20K, and then before you know it,
yeah,
you're in 100K figures.
yeah. Honestly, I mean, yeah, that's the dream for me, to just get better and better and more known as instead of just a meme. Because obviously people know me as a meme, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually funny. But now people are knowing me as my own person now, as my
Yeah.
own man, as Brendan Cobbina, as someone who does this and does that, and is a fitness coach, but at the same time is an actor or does this and does that, because I have the personality to do this sort of things as well. So like I'm like, reaching. I'm not essentially reaching out myself, but I'm like happy to appear on all these sort of podcasts or all these interviews because it gets my face out there more. And I just want to make sure that people are becoming more and more aware of me. Um, I'm obviously trying to be more open to brand dealing as well. Like anyone wants to advertise them and what's not. And after that, I'm a pretty open person. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and it's not about essentially taking advantage, but it's about seeing where I am now, because now that I'm verified on Instagram, I can really use that to my advantage now, and then go forward with that. That's how I feel. That's what I want to do.
Are you any good at any wrestling moves? Are you able to execute any? I mean, I couldn't tell you what John Cena's. What's John Cena's finishing move? Do anyone know?
He calls it the AA now, isn't it? The
So,
attitude adjustment.
have you been able to execute any John Cena wrestling moves?
The thing is, I actually tried pro wrestling 4 years ago, four
All right,
summers ago.
okay, right,
Yeah,
interesting.
that was just for bands, just to see if I can do it, and it was pretty good. Like I could
Yeah,
do it pretty well. I could have continued to do it and then gone on to like bigger things, but I was a uni student and I didn't really have the time and commitment for that. But yeah, like that was cool. Wrestling's a lot harder than it actually looks. You have to get used to a lot of fundamentals. You got to train well. Doing seamless moves or doing like moves in general, you got to pick up the opponents is pretty easy if you are someone that already lifts weights or you're someone that knows how to handle more than your body weight. So this was me when I was like three times smaller than I am now. So I can only imagine myself now being a lot better and a lot fitter and a lot stronger. Um, and yeah, like doing that was fun, and I also feel like I can definitely do that again. I'm open for that, to do my own sort of wrestling, not wrestling my own show, but to appear on that segments or things here and there. You know,
absolutely. And would you ever consider Love Island as well?
do you know what? Do you know what? My friends have told me I should try Love Island. I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna go to Love Island. I can't go. But you know what? Like, listen, my mind is open. I'm happy to whatever gets me out there. Whatever
I,
gets me out there.
I could see it. I could see your entrance music, John Cena's entrance music, and into the villa, and just smashing it for sure. But look, Brendan, it's been a pleasure chatting.
Likewise,
I
likewise,
think
mate.
we're going to be seeing you more and more, and
Yeah, let's hope so.
I think you're going to be able to really utilize some big moves off the back of this. So thank you for chatting with us here on Media Spotlight UK.
Anytime, mate. It's been a pleasure.
And do you want to give if anyone wants to reach you for any of your services, do you want
Yeah.
to just shout that out?
Yeah, so I'm taking, loads of business inquiries and what's not. If anyone wants me for any sort of adverts or any sort of promotions or interviews or podcasts, just email inquiries@omegamuscles.com. Or you can just get my email, my personal email, which is literally my name, so brendancobbina@gmail.com. Just get out and reach out to me. Again, I'm pretty open, pretty flexible as well. Now that I have a schedule where I'm fairly busy throughout the day, I'm always actually available. But because I'm getting busier, it would be nice to get the emails and then the offers coming in. Again, I'm pretty open, so here I am reaching out to you guys. If you want me, again, just email and then email inquiries@omegamuscle.com. And yeah,